Good news, my fellow adventurers. After 2.5 years and 250 plus videos, it is finally time, yes, finally time for a good old-fashioned cynical suckling at the great big Double D. Let's build a rogue. So we got 3 core options. What do they call them? Archetypes. They have a different name for every class. I don't know why they gotta get all fancy. Roguish archetypes. Thief, you dodge things. Assassin, you stab and stealth. Arcane trickster, mage hand boy. They got a magic hand and they touch you from a distance, or they do thieving from a distance. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're doing an assassin because an assassin is a rogue, and it's about building a rogue, and that's basically a rogue is the assassin. You know the one that everyone plays.
I am the dark that stalks the night.
That guy. Don't be that guy. You're funning wrong. Let me teach you how to fun better. We don't want to make the typical assassin, the typical rogue. I mean, maybe you do, but you don't play at my table. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with like playing a simple character, an easy character, the dwarven fighter, or going against type, the dwarven mage or wizard, whatever they call them in this game. Like, these are nice, simple ways of making a character. Here's another nice, simple way of making a character. Instead of making it race-based, let's make it class-based. And the same basic principle is just you just go in the opposite direction. When you play a class-based character, that is to say, what your general concept is rooted in the class and them being very much into their class. They're really into being an assassin and being
the dark that stalks the night.
Right? They love that crap. Let's make an assassin who's not into it. Is not even a little bit into it. Very much into it. How do we do that? Well, there's a lot of ways we can do it. My personal favorite, the one I've been thinking about, the one I would like to play, but I probably won't ever get around to it. The Idle Hands. Do you remember that movie? This guy, and he had like a demon hand or something, and it would do bad things, and he didn't want to do bad things. And that was the movie. That was it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make someone who's an assassin, not because he wants to be, but because he's got an evil hand, or maybe it's not an evil hand. Maybe it's split personality. Maybe it's just an act because he's bored and entertains him. There's so many different ways we can take this. Can people see the demon hand? They can see the spiky, other type of flesh-looking demon hand that obviously looks better if you're playing like a human and you have a visible, red, clawed, whatever demon hand. It doesn't work as well on a tiefling. Can they hear it? If they can hear it, it could be almost like a literal hand puppet. Just like, no, let's kill them all. Maybe you would do that for entertaining your friends' purposes, but really, they can't actually hear it. In the game, it's just your character just like doing this. No, we can't do that. Personally, I like 2 voices. I don't know why. I am just magnetically attracted to character concepts where I can play more than one character. It's the GM in me, I guess. I need to play as many characters as possible. So that's me. That's what I like to do. So my character, it's gonna be a thing that talks and other people can hear it, but he only talks when other people aren't around. He's stealthy about it. So that this part, my character looks crazy, and he talks about the demon hand told me to do it, and it's just like a regular hand, and it's just chilling there. Like a Chucky the Doll kind of thing. The doll did it, it wasn't me. Yes, it was the doll, and they're putting the white straitjacket on him. That's all D&D is, just copying things you've seen in TV and movies. So that's the way you can go, that's the way I'm gonna go. And another reason I want to do that is because eventually you can have the voice be known to the rest of the party. Oh, he does have a demon hand, maybe through their own investigations or whatever. And, it's actually it's really useful. So maybe we should keep him around. Maybe we should cure him because we like the character. Whatever. The point is, you can now use his hand to interact with the group and annoy your friends in fun ways. Your hand can literally be the dark voice on other people's shoulders, just like kind of lean over to one side and slowly reach over and whisper sweet dark nothings into your friends' ears. Do it. Kill them all, eat their souls, break their bones, and drink the marrow for sustenance and joy, mostly for joy. And that's why you'd want to play this character, so you can do annoying crap like that for 4 hours a week. And isn't coming up with new weird ways to annoy the crap out of your friends what D&D is really all about. So the whole point of this character is to be friendly, to try to help someone, and then at the worst possible moment, the hand decides to just kill that person. That's it. and you can do a lot of fun things to make it interesting. It's just the same basic D&D kind of stuff, but just with some more interesting flavor. Doing the normal thing, but abnormally. You can attack in a way that's more than just, well, I attack. And even more than just, I attack with flowery description, whatnot, laid on top of it. That's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. But you want to do something where you attack in a way that's unique to you. You attack by trying not to attack and apologizing as orcs drop around you as you sneak attack them. Sneak attack them. In fact, the GM or you, whatever, could narrate the orc being distracted by this weird little devil person who's like trying not to hurt them and apologizing and like fighting against their hand and like, what are they doing? And the hand just like stabs them in the throat and blood is gushing everywhere and you're just like, So how do we make them? Let's start with species. You might be going the route of like a timid or weak or kind of scared or more scared kind of character with this contrasting juxtaposed with this demon hand that does evil things and things like a hobbit or no halfling. They call them, that's right, it's a halfling. Things like the halfling kind of work really well with that. They're kind of small and weak, and to me it's just funnier if you have this evil demon hand, this little halfling or a gnome. Was I thinking of a gnome? Wait, are gnomes and hobbits? They're different things. Wow, I really gotta learn how to play. A day may come when I will learn how to play this game. That is not this day. But you can also go the opposite route, take something that's traditionally thought of as kind of scary and monstrous. I mean, Dragonborn, they're part dragon. It's kind of a big monster in Dungeons and Dragons, or half orc. Orcs are evil, inherently. Every last one of them, apparently. So if you're half orc, you're half evil. It makes sense that you would have at least one evil hand, right? Depending on where the half is distributed. Anyway, you play a character like this who's monstrous and you blame it on the demon hand. It doesn't work so well when the rest of you also looks like a demon. Okay, now we gotta look over the abilities of the rogue and the assassin that they get and how they can bring different characters to life and maybe figure out the best character that can be most completely brought to life with these game mechanics. First level, we get expertise, which means you're more skilled at certain skills. And this is actually really great for this concept because you could be a character who's originally doing a job that's generally thought of as not killing people, or at least not wanting to kill people, like doctor, healer, shaman, whatever kind of a person. You're all about the heals, maybe the knowledge, the education, and all that, and using your brain and your wits, and so you can put expertise in medicine and something else that's, I don't know, knowledge related. I have a character sheet. History that's very academic focused. That's at least what I think of when I think doctor, academics, healer, medicine. But this is a different time, right? So nature might be another good pairing because you heal with medkits and potions and herbs, and you do herbalism. Is herbalism a thing in this? Can you craft herbals? In this, maybe that would work. I don't know how that works. But nature and medicine thematically seem to fit together. I was a doctor, and of course you would pair that with a background to help you with proficiencies. I made a character like this who just took a single level in Rogue just so he could get expertise and backstabbiness. The idea behind the backstabbiness, bringing his doctor background to life, was that he understood anatomy a bit better than other people, so he knew pressure points or vital areas where the organs were, the weak spots, that sort of thing, a little better, so that is why he had a little improvement with the sneak attack to his damage. And I really like the idea of Demon Hand taking this medicine character, this healer, took a vow to not do harm and to take that knowledge and twist it in this evil way. I like that. A lot of different ways you could take this, but that's the one we're gonna do. So that's gonna be our character. Let's get some pens. He's a medicine person. This pen's not even writing. You can't see it. Doesn't matter. Species will go Tiefling, because Tiefling with a demon hand amuses me. Where the hell is Rebuke coming from? Is that Tiefling? Or is my app just broken? Yeah, Tiefling get a whole bunch of spells. I had no idea. That's awesome. In fact, I like the idea of maybe consulting with your GM. Maybe you can play as like a non-Tiefling, but you use the Tiefling stats. Like I'm a human with Tiefling stats, and anything that's non-human like, it just comes from your demon hand. I allow it. Tell your DM that Steve allows it. That'll do it. But ours is a full real Tiefling class rogue, obviously. Now because we're a rogue, we get to pick 4 of these skills listed here that we're proficient with, and I ended up going with Sleight of Hand, obviously, because we got a demon hand. Demon hand's gonna do bad things. Not just assassinating people with the sneak attack and all that when we don't want them to, but also picking pockets and the like. Sleight of hand is great for that. I also like the idea of the demon hand doing ridiculous feats of physical stuff that normally my character would not be able to and certainly would not even want to try. So you just have this hand like leading him, like doing backflips and flips and just like being led by your hand as you do flips around the area, and you're just like an owner with an excitable dog just being dragged by the leash, but not just moving through the area, although you can do that. That explains your defensiveness. The demon hand wants to keep you alive, and so it's constantly like pulling you out of the way of things. And you can have a lot of fun description with that, but also doing stuff like climbing. You don't want to climb the wall to the balcony to stab the person, because that's bad, but the demon hand wants to do it. So the demon hand is like climbing the wall, and you're like climbing the wall one-handed, and you're like fighting against it, and it's just like dragging you up one-handed against the wall. And for background, I went with Hermit. That's the one I did with my last character I was talking about. Hermit gives us medicine and religion. For some reason, I guess you're hiding up in your hidey hole, healing people. That's what our character is gonna be. Kind of scared, timid of the outside world, a little bit, not too much to where it's crippling, but he mostly just keeps to himself, just live like a hermit-ish, kind of, in a little house, out of the way of things, out of the way of the city and the road, but still close enough to where people go, or passerbys might go for healing, and he gives it to him because he's a righteous dude, you know, until the demon hand. And the final core proficiency we're going to go with is stealth, because the hand is going to drag him into hiding. And like, same basic principle as acrobatics and athletics. That's the other one, athletics. So the rogue core proficiencies help illustrate the hand when it came into his life, and the background proficiencies, they help illustrate the him part of his life. Kind of shows just how much the hand has taken over him as a person. Now for expertise, we picked 2 skills that we're really good at, even more proficient in. And I'm gonna split that right down the middle. So we got medicine, because he's really good at healing people, and also sleight of hand, because, you know, obviousness. For starting weapons, I'm gonna go for smaller, less obvious assassin-y type stuff. Short sword instead of rapier. There is a bow and arrow option, which doesn't really work if you have a demon. You need both hands to work together, which there might be something there. I like crossbow better. It's not an option in the thing, but I might work with the GM. Hey, can I just have a crossbow? I just really like the idea of having a little mini crossbow that he pulls. Is that a thing in this game? I feel like that should be a thing in this game. A little one-handed crossbow, and you're talking to someone, and maybe you're trying to get some information out of them, or you're just chilling there while the face is talking, whatever, and off in the corner of the table is you sitting quietly listening, and your hand with that crossbow just like... Let's see, we got all sorts of evasive stuff. We've talked about that before. The hand is pulling you out of the way. I even like the idea of my character eventually just becoming vaguely... How do I say this without getting demonetized? A self-forever sleep enthusiast? Maybe he wants to end the curse by just ending himself. I tried to throw myself in the way of the fireball, but the demon hand is just like... You could do that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff can be fun. Add some flavor to the proceedings. Okay, that's probably good enough for a video, right? I was gonna take requests, but I'm not gonna take requests because I don't like this game enough to just talk about whatever willy-nilly on it, so I'm just gonna do what I want. I think I might build a fighter next. Or another kind of rogue. There's so many different variations with this. Oh, no. You know what we could do? There's a concept I like. Magoo's Day Out, Baby's Day Out, Magoo. It's a thing. It'll be fun, trust me, or maybe not. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It'll have D&D in the title, so people will watch it. Until then, my fellow adventurers,